Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. The other version I was taught as a kid was sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. I hold here a dictionary, and inside of it are these words, and I just want to try something out here. Opening up to a random page. Lieutenant. Did it hurt when I read that out loud? Lift. Ligament. Light. License. Lice. Loo. Linen. Did any of those hurt? Did any of those hurt? In fact, the only way I can really see this actually causing pain is if I started to whack myself with it, which that does kind of hurt. Why is it that we've allowed these words to have so much power over us? These things on here, and I don't even know if you can see it, but look at, there's these little tiny characters on a piece of paper, thin paper, extra thin paper. And yet we give them so much power in our life. If somebody says something, we interpret it, we take it personally, and we give it all this force. We allow it to hurt us. We allow it to tear us down. If somebody calls us a name, we take that and we allow it to become a new identity for ourselves. If somebody tells us we can't do it, we allow it to be the reason to put our dreams on the shelf, lock them away, and throw the key away. If somebody tells us we'll never amount to anything, that becomes our justification for doing everything that our parents never wanted us to do. Why do we give these things so much power? Why do we allow them to hurt so much? Duff, Duffer, Doug, Duke, Dukes, Dulcet. Does it hurt? I didn't think so. You know, and it didn't hurt me either. I didn't fall apart. I didn't break down. I didn't crawl into the corner and cry. I didn't read them and feel like I was going to die afterwards. Yet so often in life, if somebody says something to us and we don't like how it sounds, we don't like how it was said, or we choose to interpret it a certain way, it leaves us feeling broken. It leaves us feeling down, depressed, feeling like we need to crawl in a corner and die. Why? They're still just the same words. The only thing that changes is the meaning that you choose to put behind it. And the meaning is not about them, it's about you. It's about you. In Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, he talked about one of the most eye-opening, life-altering experiences for him is that when he realized that no matter how much he was tortured by his Nazi captors, they could not take his attitude. They could not decide his attitude. That he could go somewhere in his mind and his heart, he could choose to feel compassion for his tormentors. That's power. And those guys weren't just saying words, they were physically beating him and hurting him too. Yet he chose something different. You guys, in our mind and in our heart, we have the ability to take these things and turn them into whatever we want. Just because somebody says you're a loser, or you're worthless, or you're an asshole, or you suck, or you're awful, or you're ugly, or you're fat, or whatever, doesn't mean that you have to be those things. If you decide to allow what they say, and you take it, and you turn it into a negative meaning, that's your choice. That's not them, that's you. Words only have the power that they put behind them, the meaning we put behind them. I'm going to say this word right here. Division, contusion. I don't know how to say that one, so skip it. Chimney, bow, bowl. Do they hurt? No, I didn't think so, and I'm still standing. These things are only going to have power if you give them power. You turn on the TV, you turn on the news, and are overly obsessed, say everything and tiptoe around it culture. They would have you think that if you say a word, it's like pushing a button and setting off a nuclear explosion. They're still just words, and you decide the meaning. So my friends, if you find yourself struggling, if you find yourself feeling pain because of how somebody says it, that's not them, that's you. Instead of focusing on the words, instead of focusing on what they said or they didn't say, open one of these up and find some words that will lift you up. Because I imagine it's a few choice words that you're choosing to make a really bad meaning out of. And there's probably a lot of really positive words in here. Divan, bed, couch without back or head. Maybe you could just find a divan to hang out on, if I even pronounce it right, and contemplate that. These only have the power. They can't hurt you unless you're physically going like this. But these little things on paper, they can't hurt you. It's just writing. Only you can hurt you. Only you can hurt you. What somebody says, that's up to you to decide how you're going to allow it to affect you. It's not them, it's you. All the power is not in here. It's in here and it's in here. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you unless you allow them to. I hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, please share it. Make sure you give it a like, a little thumbs up, and I'd love always to hear what you think. So leave a comment below. I look forward to reading them and responding to them soon. Okay? We'll see you next time.